Hey y'all, it's Superior Lovery with Superior Lovery Cuts Coupons. Here today with 6 different ways or methods that you can use to organize your stockpile. As a couponer, you know that it's very easy to accumulate quite a stockpile, if you will, of items. It's very easy to get out of control with the amount of products that you have on hand. So you have to have a very organized system in order to keep the clutter in check. So I'm going to share with you just a few of the ways that I organize my stockpile and keep myself from being overwhelmed. I do feel like there are several benefits to an organized stockpile. For one, they can help you to establish purchasing limits, help you to make room on your stockpile shelves, keep your shelves from being overcrowded, reduce your clutter, and also help you to rid yourself of unnecessary product packaging. Another organizing tip I'd like to share with you is the use of bins to organize your items. I have about 24 light bulbs here in these packages that I purchased from the Home Depot. And you can't really tell how many light bulbs you have left if you go in and out of these packages like this every time you need a light bulb. So I'd like to have my items more so grab and go and easily accessible. You can see here that this particular packaging is pretty flimsy and it doesn't offer you very much protection for the light bulbs anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this packaging. So here is a bin that I found over at the Home Depot. It's around $5 or $6. I like this little cutout here in the front where you can put a label. So you can take the light bulbs out of the packaging and just begin to stack them in the bins. And I'm pretty sure I can get all 24 light bulbs in this box. So that's going to save me 3 boxes. And I only have 1 storage unit. So that's going to save me on some space. So moving right along here, I'll just kind of stagger the light bulbs like that. And then I'm able to fit a little bit more in the bin. So here is a look at all of the product packaging that resulted from me cleaning out these boxes. And then this is the consolidated bin for the light bulbs. And I love how everything is just contained in this one area. And so when I'm looking for light bulbs, I know exactly where to go. I like to also get rid of this packaging because it does tend to attract bugs. And so now that I've gotten rid of the cardboard boxes and just dealing with the plastic here, this is better for me. So another item that I recommend using when you're trying to organize your stockpile is 3-tiered shelves or any type of risers or tiered shelving unit. Not sure if you can see the width of the shelves, but they're not that wide, and so I like to stick to smaller, more narrow type items to put on the shelves. So I feel items like these oil warmers or these diffuser oils, I think that these particular packaging take up a lot of space, and so if you're couponing and you are stockpiling these, then this can take up a lot of room on your shelves. So what I like to do is get rid of this product packaging and only be left with the bottle. So if you don't have any risers, you could use a bin or a box, but I don't particularly enjoy this because if it's up on a high shelf, then I can't exactly see what fragrance it is and which company or brand it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and transfer these to my tiered shelf. You can see here that you can still see that it's from the Airwick brand, and then you can also see what scent it is. So this is the Fresh Linen scent. And you can see I still have some room here in the front, so if I wanted to double stack these across, I could do that. So this is plenty of room for your stockpile of oils. And then if you wanted to just have a limit on the number that you buy, when you fill up the shelf, then you'd be done buying those. So here is what I'm looking at so far, and then I have some more that I still need to open. So here is a look at all of my oils on the tiered shelf in my storage room. And these are so easy to get to now that I don't have to worry about not being able to find them or see what they are. And I also like to get these and put them in the cup holder of my car. They work outside the home as well. You can also use glass bottles and different glass containers to house some of your stockpile if you'd like. And I recommend getting some of your glass items from yard sales or estate sales because sometimes these particular items are not only cheaper but also a better quality because some of them could be pretty old. So for instance, this one, a beautiful shape on this bottle, a really nice shape at the top for you to grip. And also this little top is pretty special too. It has like this little part that kind of lifts up. So as you're pouring, the pressure from the liquid is going to open up this top, and then your liquid is going to be able to pour out of here pretty easily and not be messy, and then you don't have to screw the cap on and off just to get your product out. So I felt like this would be a pretty good container to do liquid laundry detergent, so that's what I'm going to use it for here now. I do recommend using a funnel for these type of jobs that can get pretty messy. I think this looks absolutely beautiful, and it will look really beautiful on the shelf compared to the plastic container that the laundry detergent comes in. And I'm not sure about you all, but when I see something that looks pretty, it makes me want to be around it more. So this may help me to get better with doing the laundry and create a better atmosphere around doing the laundry. So another storage solution that I recommend as far as organizing your stockpile are clear plastic bins or clear acrylic bins or storage totes, things that you can see through and that are the applicable size to the item that you're storing. These plastic totes are very economical. You can probably find them for around $4 to $5 a piece. So I have taken all of my Ziploc bags out of the boxes and just kind of kept them on a roll or like a folded type method to get rid of the cardboard. And so now I'm just going to transfer them into this plastic bin. So I'm just going to try to neatly arrange these bags into the clear box here. It won't be perfect, but I'm just trying to make sure that I do have a good spacing on them so I can get as many in here as I can. So I just combined all of my quart size bags and my snack bags into one clear container. I stocked up on these finish tabs when I had coupons for them and I bought a rebates. So it's getting a little bit crowded on the shelf. So I'm going to go ahead and take these out of the container and consolidate them into a plastic bin. I also do have some down here that I consolidated by putting them into some Persil containers. But then I have some new ones up here, so I'm going to make use of some more consolidated space. So I'm only going to open these Finish Max in 1 tabs. I'm not going to open these Quantum because they have like a liquid and I don't want them to burst on top of each other. So I'm going to leave them in the packaging that they came in. Here's how 1 bag of the tabs look inside the plastic shoebox. So I think I can get easily about 8 bags in here for sure, maybe even more. So I was able to get 5 bags of the Max in 1 dishwasher tabs in the shoebox, and I have room to probably put about 2 or 3 more bags in here, so I think this was a great use of the space. So another storage solution that I like to work with as far as storing my stockpile is baskets, and you can get baskets in a variety of sizes and lengths and shapes and colors, and so I like to use baskets such as these to corral my items. I like to go to the Dollar Tree and stock up on Reynolds wrap as much as possible. So I like to go in and get 10 of these at a time, sometimes 20 at a time, and keep them on hand. And I find that the narrow, slender boxes work a little bit better for housing those. So as you can see, I have placed the foil that I have left from my stockpile in this basket, and I have plenty of room to grow and restock. I also purchased the Reynolds foil sheets from the Dollar Tree, and you get 25 sheets in each box. Now I find the box particularly cumbersome, and I think for this smaller basket here, I'm just going to take the sheets out and put them in the basket so I have more room to store. So here's how they look in the basket right now, and if I get a whole bunch of them, I can just stand them up like this, and then I can kind of stack them like this if I want to in the basket. But for now, I'm just going to lay them down. I recommend getting your storage pieces and units, trying to find them at yard sales or estate sales. I found this one at a yard sale, and it costs very little money, like $3 or $5, compared to $20 when you go into a place like Lowe's or Home Depot. So you get your storage pieces for cheap, and then you try to figure out in your mind or make a plan what you want to use it for. So you look at the size of your unit and see what would be a good fit on the shelves. So for me, I have a ton of dishwashing detergent, and so I'm just going to use my shelves for the smaller bottles because I don't want to put anything too heavy on the door to risk the rack falling off and also risk any product falling off of the shelves. So I'm just kind of playing around with this according to what I have in my stockpile, and I decided that the dish detergent was not going to work on that shelf because it's just too, it's not sturdy enough in some areas. So I just decided to put some lighter things on the shelf. So this is what I'm kind of looking at right now on the shelf that I have. And it's just a matter of putting things on here that you reach for continually, and also things that kind of run out in your regular area, like kitchen and laundry. So you just come out here to your stockpile, but you don't have to rummage through every single little bit of your stockpile just to get to one or two items. Now for some bonus storage solutions. You can use boxes. So for instance, this is a photo box that I got from the Michaels store, and I'm just using it to store my dryer sheets. This is a very discreet way to keep them. Another storage solution is cans. I can fit about 8 or 9 boxes of dryer sheets in this particular can. The last solution that I suggest is Lazy Susans. These are great for storage. Thanks for watching.